This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. It's Monday today, which means we're doing a little bit of lead guitar work, a bit of a solo analysis, and one band whose music I often shy away from in these videos is Cream. Not because Eric Clapton's guitar playing presents any unusual problems in terms of transcribing it or doing a half decent performance of it. No, the reason I shy away from Cream is because I've got to make a backing track which needs drums, and let me tell you, Ginger Baker's drum stylings are not by any stretch of the imagination the easiest thing to capture in MIDI format. My little free drum plugin, MT Power Drum Kit, that I rely upon all the time, hundreds and hundreds of loops for every occasion and loads of fills and everything. It's what creates the drums on all of the music that you hear on this channel. It's great, but it hasn't got any Ginger Baker loops in there, so that's why I often shy away from it, because I can create the drum parts one mouse click at a time, but you know, that's time consuming and I'm a busy boy. But yesterday I was doing a lesson with one of my online students, and we were basically working through the rhythm guitar parts for the song Badge, and you know, then we got to the solo, and I said, well, I can probably tab this out for you, just, you know, in the lesson, which I did. And as I'm listening to it, I think, yeah, that drum part isn't that outlandish. Maybe I'll kind of work this up into a full YouTube video, which is what I'm doing today. So, without further ado, here is my performance of Eric Clapton's solo from Badge by Cream. And I've got to tell you, I'm rather happy with the way that came out. The Les Paul there through the usual suspect, the blue guitar amp one, sounded really rather lovely, I thought. But let me know what you think. Do you agree or disagree? I like it, and that's all that matters really, as far as, you know, that's ultimately who you're trying to please with your guitar tone, isn't it? Your own ears. Anyway, that's what the solo sounds like, give or take. So let's have a little bit of a look at what's going on in the solo.
Solo explanation.
Okay, beginning as always by taking a look at what the solo is played over. It's a sort of arpeggio-based riff that outlines some chords. We start with a D, an F sharp and an A. So that's open 4th string and then 4th fret on that same string. And then 2nd fret on the 3rd string. And that is a D major arpeggio. D, F sharp, A. Then we come on to the C note at the 3rd fret on the 5th string. And then we play the open 3rd and 2nd strings like that. We're sort of suggesting a C major 7th chord. Then all we do is play these two notes again, but this time with the bass note dropping down to a B at the 2nd fret on the 5th string. So, and then going on to the G at the 3rd fret on the 6th string. So that's kind of suggesting a G chord, the totality of that last little bit there, and then we come on to like a D5 arpeggio here. That all runs together like this. And then it begins again. The solo is played over 7 cycles of that riff. Things to watch out for are where you need to begin. I initially got the timing of this wrong when I first started tabbing it out, but then, I realised this first note of this riff here comes on beat 3 of the bar. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and so on like that. Okay. Now, for you wonderful people who support me on Patreon, who will be taking advantage of the jam track that goes along with this lesson, there's a 2-bar counting, and that's because the lead guitar part starts on the second beat of the second bar of the counting. So it's kind of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and like that. So we come in on beat 2. So let's talk about what's going on here in terms of the note choices that Eric's making as he plays over that riff there. It's basically, if we look at this riff again, like that, it's sort of settling on that D tonality there, D major, because we've got the major third in the riff, so we can think, okay, we're in D major, but that C note there begins to, well, that's the flattened 7th of D, so we start thinking in terms of D mixolydian, or like a D bluesy kind of feel, to kind of strip the jargon out of it a little bit. And for anything that's got a bluesy feel, we're going to be doing what Eric does in any of those sort of circumstances. He plays a lot of minor pentatonic and a little bit of major pentatonic. Starting with the minor pentatonic with these licks here, as I say, beginning on the second beat of the second bar of the counting. Straight ahead. Pattern number 1, minor pentatonic stuff. Brings in a little bit of the major for the next lick, like this. That little minor to major third kind of hammer on there. Like that, and then bringing in the B note there, which is part of the major pentatonic. That's all going to go together something like this. And then we're back into the the minor pentatonic again here, with these F note bends here. And there's a lot of those kind of bends in this solo where we're doing a microtonal bend. We're sort of taking this F here, which is the minor third of D, up towards the major third of D. I'll just do that bend again. You can hear it's higher than that, but it's not quite reaching this. Eric is, he has this kind of little thing baked into his playing. So something like that. Let me kind of get my bearings again. So after that's it there, just kind of playing around. You can sort of see it's sort of coming out of the top end of a position 2 D major pentatonic, but a little bit ambiguous on this 12th fret bend here. He's kind of bending it up towards the minor third, but sometimes he's getting towards the major third as well. That sort of grey area between major and minor that blues inhabits a lot of the time. This next little lick is a transitional lick which takes us up to this kind of 13th to 15th fret area where we go like this. There we go, I'll do that slowly. Like that, again, another one of those microtonal bends there on that F note. every time he's landing on that F note, he's pretty much doing that. Then we have, after that, we come to the G note at the 15th fret on the top E string, and we... Where is it? Like that. And then we're into a little bit of full-on major pentatonic in what I think of as position 4. Here, like this, where he goes... like that. Beautiful. Almost country-ish major pentatonic lick, and we have another major pentatonic lick after that, which is... that kind of thing there. I'm just going through the tab as I'm doing this. So after the... then this little syncopated kind of thing here, going between the B note at the 16th fret on the 3rd string and the D note. Again, major pentatonic here. And then instead of going to that B note there to finish that lick off, he brings it down to the B at the 12th fret on the 2nd string. So, and then finishes that lick with another one of those kind of in between major and minor bends there, like that. And then we do some full bends on that, like that, just kind of taking the F note all the way up to a G. Then a typical little Eric-ism where he goes like that. That quick little flicky hammer-on pull-off thing between the D note and the F note at the 10th and 13th frets on the 1st string. And then slide out on the C note at the 13th fret on the B string, before coming back in with this, like, really, really Eric-ish lick here. You can see that as just coming out a part of this familiar old pentatonic run. Like that, so... and then the final lick in the solo is a little bit of a mix between minor and major pentatonics again. We start off with this kind of almost Paul Kossoff kind of thing. It's in the wrong key, but that's basically the same lick that you find in All Right Now. He goes, and then that's in the major pentatonic. Then we come down to here for a kind of almost a call and response minor pentatonic thing. So this, you could call this the major pentatonic, and this is the minor pentatonic response, like that. So just a textbook case of mixing minor and major pentatonics, and over a kind of a bluesy backing. Loads of licks there that you can plunder. So now you know what to do. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you'll find a full tab for the solo in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it. That explanation you've just seen there, and the backing track to play along with yourself. All of that is, as usual, up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description, as I'm sure you know by now. $3 or about £3, depending on the exchange rate, per month gets you access to all of these additional goodies and resources that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive heartfelt thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are down there in the description. And that's pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed the video and found it useful in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not drop me a like as well while you're at it. And of course, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time. We drink beer and chat, basically. It's Friday, it's the beginning of the weekend. What else do you need to know? It is a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.